Inflation is easing, but these workers are still struggling.
We're both single mums, we both have 3 children each.
The rise in rental is just insane these days, especially being a single mum. It's very hard.
In good news, the pain appears to be moderating. Consumer prices only went up by 0.6% in the December quarter, and annual inflation is now at its lowest level in 2 years.
Inflation has come off really substantially since its peaks in 2022. These are very encouraging numbers, but we know that Australians are still under pressure.
Rents are up by 7.3% in a year. It would have been worse if the government hadn't increased rent assistance. Power bills rose by 6.9% and would have also been higher if this wasn't for government relief. At the Bowser, the price of petrol has fallen by 2.5%. While there are still spikes on foods like cheese, overall food price rises have eased to 4.5%. That is as supermarkets have been put on notice to pass on savings.
She just wants to eat it.
Even your dog's treats might stop going up for a while. The boss of this factory, which supplies major pet food retailers, says they're being told to stop raising prices.
Especially the bigger groups of retailers that are saying they'll only accept certain increases. They still will not accept increases above something like a 10% unless it's really exceptional.
The Reserve Bank has been raising interest rates to cool down the economy and drive down inflation. Some economists say they may have gone too far by hiking in November.
I think what this data does show was that the last increase in the cash rate was unnecessary. I think the cash rate has now been pushed too high. They'll never do a mea culpa. What they will say is that the economy is contracting faster than anticipated, that the rate of inflation is coming down.
The good news is that economists say that these latest inflation figures totally rule out any future rate hikes, and cuts may come as soon as August, while business groups are warning that the economy is now slowing down too quickly.
We do face the period ahead from a position of genuine economic strength.
Certainly our expectations is that the Australian economy is going to be pretty weak for the first half of this year. It's going to be a tale of two halves. Second half will start to improve, but we've still got a fair amount of pain ahead of us.
These workers say that they've already cut back on all they can.
It's bare necessities, so, the kids obviously aren't doing sports or anything like that at the moment.
And as renters, they won't see the benefits of lower mortgage rates if they eventually come through.